Welcome to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. Today, I have a very special guest with me today. He's a three-sport athlete, plays football, basketball, and he runs track. This year, he was on the high school team that won the state title for the 5A select from the Central Wildcats. He was also they won runner-up as far as the state title for the basketball this year, and now he's currently in track. I want to welcome Courtside Athlete of the Year to the show, my son, Mr. Stephen Ranel. How you doing today, boy?
I'm good.
You good? All right, before we get started, any shout-outs you want to give out to anybody?
No.
No shout-outs? No nothing?
Nah.
Coaches, teammates? None of that? Your parents?
Well, shout out to y'all.
All right, so now let's jump into the show. So I know we kind of mentioned to everybody that you're a three-sport athlete, you play basketball, football, and you run track. Out of all three of those sports, which one is your favorite?
Like the one I had the most fun in?
Yes, most fun.
Basketball.
Why basketball? Why you say basketball?
Because coming in as the sixth man, you don't got no pressure on you. So you just going in there having fun and just playing the game.
Playing the game. All right. So you say you had the most fun. So I know this year I watched you on the court this year. Those bunnies was a little extra hoppy this year. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think it's just me going into my body.
Going to your body. You don't know where it come from?
I mean, yeah. It come from you, but
that's what I'm saying. All right, that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at, man. But continue. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, going into my body and learning how to use it effectively, constantly. So yeah.
So would you say all around this probably was your best year athletic wise as far as understanding your body, know how to jump, turn, faster speed, all that stuff? So you say on your senior year, everything kind of came together for you, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did that translate over into the football?
Well, I mean, in the football, probably the body control and the way the quick twitch, coming fast on my breaks, just better with my hips.
Gotcha. All right, so let's stay on football. So this year again, like I said, you guys won the state title. Out of the whole run this year, from week 1 all the way to the state title game, what was your most memorable moment that you would say?
When we went to Neville and all game, I was on the field goal. I was getting back there and I was tipping the ball. So 1 minute left in the game, we got them down. They going for 3 to seal the game. So they called timeout. They moved they D lineman over to me. They flipped sides on the dude that was covering me. I go, he hit me, but he leave the gap open for KD. KD go, he hit it. Marvin pick it up and take it down to the house. Crib.
And I remember that game. I remember sitting in the stands and we was kind of like, man, this might be. It might be it because again, y'all was about 2 minutes left to go in the game.
Yep.
Neville was up by 7, wasn't it? Or was it 6? 6 or 7?
That was up by 6.
It was up by 6, and they had drove it down to your guys 10-yard line. They was kicking the field goal, and the field goal would pretty much sealed the deal. So and when you guys came through there and blocked that punt, and y'all took it to the house, and they sent you guys to the state championship game. It was a great moment because we had just beat them the year prior in the second round, and now we had a chance to go back and win again to get to the title game. I would say that was probably my most memorable moment of pretty much your entire football career, because I think at the end of the game, that's probably the most excited I've ever seen you playing sports. You know what I'm saying? I know over the years you got interceptions, you got touchdowns, you played punt return, but I think in that moment when you were standing on the fence, and you was cheering and you was clapping, everybody was hollering and stuff. I think I say as a dad, that's probably was my most memorable moment as far as your sports career, as far as the joy and excitement that I've seen. I've never seen it to that level before, and it was kind of a sign of relief for you because. You guys have been grinding the last 2 years, and to get back to that point and actually to get to the state title game, and not only get to the game, but to get to the game and dominate. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what was the mental preparation going into the state title game in football.
Well, coach, all week they had articles about us being an underdog, talking about how we had a Cinderella season, how Rushing gonna crush that.
Yeah.
It's all week, coach was just on it, telling us what the people saying about us, but not letting us get too much focus on what they saying because we still got a game to play. So going into that, coach just had us mentally ready, and it was crazy once we stepped in there because we went in there with the ash and in the car game. It was loud.
Yeah, it was loud. Yes, the energy in the building was through the roof. So take us to the moment as far as you guys coming out of the tunnel. What was that like?
So I can speak for me. Like, I'm going in there, and it's cold in there.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm kind of like, in my shell. Not in my shell, but I'm kind of like tensed up because the biggest game I played. And I remember I'm on a sideline with my teammate John. And he's like, Steven, you nervous? I say, yeah, bro, I'm nervous. He tells me, man, I'm nervous too. So like we two nervous dudes on the sideline, but like me and him, we talking to each other before the game to make sure we, mentally ready.
Ready, yeah.
And we both went out there and played a good game.
Yes, y'all play a dominating game. What was 42-9?
42-0.
42-0. My bad. Rustin, I gave y'all 9 points. My bad, man. 42-0. So from start to finish, it was straight domination. All right, and you had a touchdown in that game. Yeah. You almost ran back one with the punt return. You played a good defensive game or whatever. So you pretty much played lockdown the entire game. And the celebration for that was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. So like I said, I enjoyed myself at that game as well. I had fun. Like I said, and to see you guys win it after all the hard work you guys put in, to me, like I said, as a parent, as a fan, you can't do nothing but enjoy those moments with your kids. Because again, like I said, that's your senior year.
Yeah.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
So and to get it, like I say, it was a good feeling.
Yeah, it was crazy because like I ain't know how many like of my family members was gonna be there.
Yeah,
so
we always there. Yeah.
So when I came, I went to go get my treatment in the tent. Then I saw all y'all there. I was like, bro, I gotta do something.
You got to turn up. Yeah,
I gotta do something.
And when they put you in, because they put you in for one play on offense, and they threw the go route to you.
Yeah, and they double team.
They double team you, and then they came back to it again. And straight up the middle, man, you blew past him. He threw it about 40 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight to the house. So that was a good play right there as well. Like the whole game, man. Like I say, y'all from start to finish, offense to defense, y'all played a dominant game after that, man. So, and even with all that going on, you still was trying to decide on where you was going to go play college ball at.
Yeah.
So you had what, 12 offers? 10 D1 offers this year, which is a huge accomplishment within itself. But let's talk about the process of trying to figure out where I'm going to school at and still trying to focus on finishing out my senior year. What was that process like?
So, like going to the season, I wasn't committed. So like it was a long process of like all my coaches trying to reach out to coaches, sending my film. So every week it's like you gotta go out there, put some on film, So like going through that. But also, you have these schools that's keeping great relationships with you.
Yeah.
So you can't overlook the ones that's talking to you because you're trying to get something bigger,
So was that a lot of pressure to be able to, for the coaches, hey, you need to put something on film every week? Because I know we would have conversations about, hey, going out, you got to do this, you got to do that. So was that added pressure to you, or was it something that you took on and you look forward to put something on film every week?
No, it wasn't added pressure. And I wouldn't say it's something like I took on, because I had like Coach Lindsey there, and he was like a great mentor on the football field, and he just kept my head, focused on the main thing. It's a team sport.
Yes, team sport. Yeah,
so he said team success leads to individual success.
Yes. What would that sound like? What would that sound like?
You, bro. so like going into my mind, it went, I gotta put this on film so I can, you know what I'm saying? I gotta play good for my team,
I'm with you. So, and by you playing good for your team, it led to the individual success as well. So, like I said, and I'm glad you understand that concept. Yeah. So, because moving forward, you're definitely gonna need that to be successful at the next level. So, you get through the high school season, y'all win the state title, and then you commit. All right, you decided to go to UL. What was that process like, and why did you choose UL?
So it came down to them at Arkansas State, and I went to both of schools in 1 week. So I went to UL on a Tuesday. I went down there, it was a great visit, you know what I'm saying? When it felt like home, everything was good. And then, I went to Arkansas State that Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. We flew Friday out. Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Yeah. No.
It was after the Friday night game. Y'all play. Yeah,
it was after the Friday night game after we played West Monroe. So we fly down there. I'm on the plane. I'm throwing up.
Was you throwing up? I thought you were going to throw for me.
So we went down there. We just like I was throwing up like the first day, and it just wasn't feeling.
It was throwing up. It was cold.
It was cold.
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling good. So right then and there, I was like,
it might not be it for you. Yeah.
And then UL they have a great culture, great coaching staff. They have a great process of how they build players. Coming out of high school.
Yes.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go here because they feel like home. They treat me like family. They deal with my mom. So And I was like, yeah, it's the best place for me.
Yes, and I'm glad you chose you. Arkansas State was a great school. Shout out to Butch Jones, a great coach and staff out there. But UL felt right. You know what I'm saying? When we went there, everything was good. The atmosphere was good. The campus was good. Not to mention the food was good as well. So
the food was great.
Yeah, so I enjoyed the food. I ate so much, man. I couldn't even sleep that night in the hotel room. We had a good time. But like I said, so now that process is over with. You win the state title. You commit to school, you go into, now it's time to transition to basketball, right? Yeah. So going into the basketball season, were you thinking to go make an instant impact, or was your plan just to go and do whatever coach wanted you to do?
So I knew going into the season, like, what my role was. Like, I know I'm going to be able to be a star player. So I'm going to say, like, I was like a practice type of guy. Like, I'm in practice going at you. At the starters, you know, I told coach, I said, coach, put me on the scout team. I don't want to run with the starters. Yeah. Like, put me on the scout team. So I'm on the scout team. And we pushing them every day at practice, and we just going at it. So, and I know when I get in the game, it's a defensive game. Yes. And we gonna push the floor. It's not really like half court sets while I'm in the game, because that's my role. So I knew in there, I was like, I'm gonna go in practice, make these boys better. Bring that physicality to them, because when they get in the game, people gonna be hacking them. So I feel like that was my role.
That was your role. And you're right, like I said, and you excelled it. You got in, you got rebounds, dunks, fags, breaks. You was kind of like that excitement guy to get everybody going, to inject some energy into the team if y'all was down or the game was close. So let me ask you this. So at one point in the season, did y'all start to think that, hey, you know what, we actually could win this and go all the way to the title game?
After we played Denton Springs the first time.
What happened then?
It was like sold out game. Like before that, all the games kind of like sold out, but this one was different. It was like they we had reached a capacity limit.
Oh, you gotcha, yeah.
People couldn't come in, so people standing up, it's jumping, and we got Colin dropped 26, Jason there throwing alley-oops.
I remember that game, yeah.
It was just crazy. So after that, I feel like, to me, that's what boosted everybody's confidence.
Saying that we can, we here. So let's say, so we get to the playoffs. Y'all win first round, second round. And then y'all win the semifinals, and then y'all, we get to the Cajun Dome, all right? Yeah. Get to the finals game. We play
Zachary.
You play Zach, right? And y'all played them in the regular season, correct?
Yes, sir.
And y'all beat them then, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So tell me about that game. First of all, when y'all first played Zachary in the beginning of the year, what was the score, if you remember?
I don't know. We won by 7.
Won by 7. So, all right. So going into the title game, y'all were the favorites to win it, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what happened?
I don't know. It was missing shots.
All right.
We just had a couple pieces that, they ain't play.
And the way I seen it, you guys didn't play your normal game that you usually would play. If you guys would have played not even halfway like you played throughout the regular season, y'all would have beat them, because the game was close.
Yeah, the game was close.
The entire way. But then Zachary pulled away at the end to kind of take the lead and to win the game. So after the game was over with, what was going through your mind?
I just sat there because I was like, I could have had 2 and 1.
Could have had 2. Yes.
And I know I went out there and did all I could. Not to be selfish or nothing. I was like, I tried. I didn't want to leave the game with no regrets. I knew I ain't leave with no regrets. And sometimes it don't go your way. So I was just sitting there. I was like, dang, bro, I could have had 2.
Could have had 2. Yes, could have had 2. But like I say, it doesn't always work out the way we wanted it to work out. But again, you have to look at the journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coming in as a freshman, y'all not really doing nothing too much your first 2 years.
Nope.
And then your junior year stuff to start to take off for you in football, to where you had 6 picks your junior year?
Yes, sir.
So like I said, that's when it started to come together. And then your senior year, everything just flourished. And then you win the title in football. Then you get a chance to get back there with basketball and receive run up. Like I said, the stuff that you accomplished this year, from the state title, the run up, committing to UL, full scholarship, scoring a 26 on your ACT. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff that most people don't even get a chance to even tap into a little bit of it. Yeah. You speak, when I tell y'all time, we never even get to the playoffs, but at that first, second round, we out. So to see you get to that level and to do something that I wasn't able to do as a parent, very, very happy for you. As an athlete, even more happy for you because it's like I'm out there playing with you guys. If I'm zoned in like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So it was a good feeling to see you make this run your senior year, and it's just stuff we all talked about. From me, your mom, with your stepmom, with Aaron, everybody will talk to you about just the patience behind everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and just waiting your time. You know what I'm saying, keep putting in the work, and I think that's another thing that you do well as well. You put in the work, like even outside of the season, you working with Coach Ken, you're working on your footwork, you're in the weight room, you're trying to get bigger, you're trying to get better. You do the little things that help you win championships, you know what I'm saying? And it showed on the field, like I say. So you was able to put all those things together and have a dominant senior year going into college. So like I say, no regrets moving forward. Yeah. So what's your mindset moving forward whenever you get to UL?
Go in there and be better, like better myself every day. Mm-hmm. You know, competing against myself every day to make sure I get better.
Gotcha. So how important is getting in the weight room and training is to you?
I feel like it's very important because I'm going against like 20-year-olds. Yeah, like, ain't no more high school.
Ain't no more high schoolers. Yeah,
I'm gonna be 17, just turning 18 in college. You know, them dudes big. So.
They big, yeah. So you got to be ready. And you, like you say, you big yourself. What you 6'2"?
Yeah.
190.
Yeah.
So somewhere up there.
Yeah.
Nice size. So again, man, once you hit college, once you get on that field, going to the next year, you should be 205, 208. You know what I'm saying? 205 for sure, you know what I'm saying? 200 for sure, you know what I'm saying? So around that range. So, all right, let me ask you, so as far as impact, who are some of the people that's been very impactful in your life?
Well, of course, y'all, my parents. My Pee-wee coach is going on, like Coach Terry and them. I say Coach Chance, because he the one that switched me from receiver to DB like, once I got to Central. Coach Ken, Coach Kemp and Coach Seminole, and Coach Lindsay. Gotcha. Coach Lindsay.
So your coaches and stuff, and your, like say your parents and stuff has been very impactful in your life. So with that, as you being, like say you're not the oldest, you know, you have Zara who's older than you, but as far as you being the one who, you know what I'm saying, everybody know, is there pressure on you to be a role model for your siblings?
No, I feel like ain't no pressure because like every older sibling is a role model for the younger one.
Gotcha. You know? So you feel like you just picking up what was already left out with you.
Yeah, it ain't no pressure.
Ain't no pressure, yeah, because you know, Edie love you to death. Ethan and Ian, they watch you every move. Yeah, and you see it on the football field. You see with them two trying to emulate stuff you do on the football field. Yeah. They were just as happy for you whenever you got your when you committed to UL. Ethan was smiling from ear to ear. So you see the example that you're setting for your siblings, and you letting them know, like, you know what, this is like you can do this too. Yeah. Like, cause even Edie with basketball, you know, she be out there trying to play and score, and they ask about your games and stuff like that. So being that big brother and being the little big brother, is a great responsibility. So all right, so now we off in the track, right? Yeah. So how has the track season been going for you?
I mean, it's been going good. I've been in a long jump in the 4x1. I jumped a 23-1 in a long jump, my first track meet, but they said I scratched by like a hair. But
that's still good though. Like to say your first track meet to get out there, jump to 23-1. That's impressive. So like I said, it's only gonna get better from there. So what else they got you doing track?
4x1.
4x1. What else? Yeah. That's it. Yeah. What leg you running on?
Third leg.
Man, see, your dad used to run ankle leg, boy.
Nah, you got it, Brian. I ain't blazing like that.
State champion, 4x1, 4x200. Man, this was all the way back in 2002.
Right, you was a track demon though.
Yes, I was, man. And I got there on that hardwood too.
Yeah,
And I used to be able to dunk back in my day. Had a little jumper. No, 4-year varsity starter.
All right, bro.
Come on now. Mr. Basketball my senior year.
You got it.
Average 17 points a game. You know? Got my Letterman jacket my sophomore year. I led in 2 sports my freshman year. I'm just throwing it out there for you, man.
Yeah,
you know,
you got it. You got it, bro.
But other than that, that's all I got. All right. But again, I'm glad I was able to pass some of that, some of that talent.
Yeah. And probably not on the hardwood.
What you mean now? Oh, see, you had it at first. I don't know. But you started playing football and they kind of took it away. Now, if I played football, I'd have probably been just as good.
Same,
yeah. I probably been in the league somewhere.
No, bro. Come on.
Why not?
What position you gonna play?
Man, quarterback. I had them on back in the day.
That you 5'9", bro.
What that means?
Couldn't see over the line.
Man, Drew Brees, man, same thing, man. Russell Wilson, man. I had the rocket back in the day.
All right,
man. I can move out the pocket, man. I was quick. I'm still lit quick.
You probably wouldn't want to get hit.
Huh?
You probably wouldn't want to get hit.
That's why I didn't play football. I was like, no, it wasn't for me. Hard work. So for me, it was basketball, track, football. Like the coaches would try to get me to play because we'd be out there throwing the ball and stuff, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I ain't having it. I was like 130 pounds. I couldn't. Ooh. No, I couldn't. I couldn't do the football back then. So, but looking back on it, wish I probably would have. But football wasn't really. It wasn't a thing, man. Like I grew up where basketball was like it was a like
everybody was hooping.
Yeah, everybody was hooping. You know what I'm saying? Like football was kind of like secondary if you didn't make the basketball team.
Yeah,
like if you wasn't if you couldn't play basketball, you can go play football. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he was one of those things. So it wasn't a whole bunch of athletes crossing over and playing both sports at the same time. How you guys do it now? When you go out of one and straight into the other. We wasn't doing it like that back in the day. So it's a little different now, which I think is a little better for athletes to kind of be well-rounded and play all kind of different sports. So if you had to talk to someone coming behind you, what would you tell them about playing football, playing basketball? What would be some advice you'll give them?
Take care of your body and just be like mentally strong, you know. Because, some athletes, they go in every sport trying to, dominate.
Yeah.
You know. But like once you find out like your sport, you know what I'm saying, go be great at both. Like don't sell yourself short. But go in there and find out like where you fit in.
Where you fit in, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can get mentally frustrated trying to go be the man.
Be the man in the beginning. Yeah. So did that happen to you at one point?
In the basketball?
No, just for sports in general, just being like mentally frustrated at any point in time.
No, not mentally frustrated trying to be like the man or nothing. It'll just be like, I don't know, like little stuff. It wasn't nothing serious.
Nothing serious. Gotcha. I understand that. But I can say I remember when you was younger and you was playing. I remember when you first started playing football. We was out here in the Red River League, and you was the running back, and everybody used to be cheering your name. And I was like, hey, my son, maybe he could do a little something. I'm saying he's fast now, but you're young. Because most kids peak.
Yeah, they peak early.
They could peak early. So you was always super talented and super fast growing up, and you did peak at one point. Yeah. If you think about it, and when you hit junior high, you kind of plateaued a little bit, and people started to kind of catch up with you or whatever. And I think during that time you was a little frustrated as far as where you was going. But I can say the moment that I knew that you took football seriously, you was playing for the Jaguars, and y'all had lost in the playoff game, and the game was over with. Everybody on the team was running around like happy, like they had forgot about the game. Yeah. And you was coming on the side and you was crying. Yeah. Or whatever. And I was just like, I know you got to be about 9 or 10.
Yeah, I was like 10.
Yeah. So, and I remember I was like, in that moment, I was okay. He takes it seriously. So I think he has a true love and passion for the game that can potentially get him to the, to play college football and maybe beyond. But I say in that moment, I knew y'all like, all right. He understands the game and he knows what's going on and he knows what he want out of it. Yeah. So like I said, and it's just like all the hard work, all the long hours, the watching film, understanding the offense, defense, it paid off for you. All right. Yeah. And now you hit that next level.
Yeah, facts.
Now it's time to go get some more rings, some more championships, some more accolades. Yeah, all that good stuff, man. So I'm ready to be sitting out there at UL cheering you on. Well, I say cheering you on, but I'm gonna be sitting there quiet.
Yeah, facts.
Now your mama gonna be the one.
Yeah, ain't better here. all them people out there.
You gonna be able to hear, man. All right, but I enjoyed myself today. You enjoy yourself?
Yeah, man.
All right, before we go, I want to present you with something. I want to present you with our Courtside Athlete of the Week Award. I'm still not Athlete of the Year Award. All right. Yeah. Here you go. That's something you can add to your trophy case, or you can leave it here and I can hang it up on the wall somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hang it up on the wall.
All right, guys, you've been listening to Courtside, where we sit on the sideline and we discuss sports as if we can do it better ourselves. I'm your host, Mr. 300. You guys know our Athlete of the Year, my son, Mr. Stephen Ranel. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. See you guys on the next one.